everybody, welcome to the channel. If you're one of the old dogs, welcome back. Nice to see you guys. If you're new to the channel, thanks for stopping over. Chad, CK Knife and Tool. No knives today, guys. Just a little vlog, a little trip I wanted to take you guys on. I'm heading down to Oregon. I'm gonna meet up with a couple of guys. We're gonna hang out in the woods for a little while, just kind of chill. It's the last trip of the year, sadly for me, because after this trip, it's back to homeschooling, knives, and getting ready for 2021. Hopefully things are gonna line up well and I got a lot of stuff to share with you. But until then, I thought I'd take you for a little trip. We're heading down to Oregon. I got Greg back behind me. He's following me in his 2013 Toyota Tacoma. And this is our first trip together in his rig and my rig. So I got a few new things I'm trying out. And Greg actually has a few new things too. But I thought I'd take you guys for a ride and just, you know, give you something different for a change. So, hey, check out the ride and we'll see you in a little bit. Hey guys, wow, that was so cool. Oh, I got some more technical stuff here. Oh, I got it getting tight. Oh, it's just getting tight. Hopefully I don't drown you guys out, but that was amazing. I have never done anything that technical before with Trip. And what's really cool is, you guys, I have a 2017 Nissan Titan SV. I don't have the lockers. I don't have the rear or front lockers. And I don't know that angle, but that angle was amazing. A couple of folks were like, hey, you sure you're gonna make it up? I'm like, I don't know. I have a wide enough stance. I got good four-wheel drive, good tires, those General Grabber ATXs. And I said, hey, I'll just give it a shot. Four-wheel drive, high, and I forgot to shut the traction control off even. And I made it up. Ah, Trip is so cool of a truck. Super pleased though, because like I said, I have never done anything like that outside of like an old 79 or an 85 Chevy or an old Ford like I used to have, you know, like get out and lock the front hubs, you know, that kind of thing. But just super cool. I had to, you know, work the front wheel a little bit to get up a little, but that was super cool, man. I was so excited. I was nervous. I didn't want to be that one guy. It's so hard to work the ISO. It's so bright outside with the gray skies. We got a little bit of a light blue back here behind me, but still really good. I had, for that hill, I put in four-wheel drive. Otherwise, I've been on this entire trail in two-wheel drive. It's definitely been rough. You got to have the ground clearance, that's for sure. So that's a good thing, but nothing really bad. Again, we've had, you know, Oregon's had no rain for weeks. We're out of the Okeechobee by chance, because I don't think I updated that part. We're out of Okeechobee. We're on BLM property right now, but super cool, really nice, but now it's slow going. Really bumpy and rough if you can't tell by the camera shaking around and everything, but really super stoked. So excited. Whew. Yep, I gotta say, the Titan, really good, wide stance, good. Even though at the lift, I still have a low center of gravity, which is nice. And those General Grabbers, by far, I love those things. And that's why I went to them, because the folks at Expedition Overland, they use them. I mean, why not use them? So cool, and made in USA too. But hey, I'm gonna let you guys go. We're gonna keep driving, and I'll check back in with you at camp. Well, I didn't get to close off the video like I wanted to for the part one or whatever this is gonna look like, but yeah, I got up this morning about a little before 8, got the hot water going for some ground pounder coffee, and wiped up a little bit with one of my new shower pouches. I used cucumber, it was nice. But yeah, woke up to this. You see it out there? Yeah, that there's the sun. Yeah. Winds have picked up. We went to bed last night around 11:30, and it wasn't that bad actually. You could see stars. It was looking pretty promising, and we woke up this morning to a nice little breeze come through here, but now we can barely see the hills up there. It's that smoky right now, so get some breakfast together, get some things going, and then take off in a couple of rigs. And we had cell service a little bit. It was kind of sketchy, but we had some cell service up there, so we're going to do that. We're going to head off in a little bit and get some cell service, see how the weather map is looking. But we do have a good breeze coming. That would be, I think that, yeah, that was west. That was actually, yeah, so we're going to see how that looks. But get some coffee and hope for the best. And it's tough. I mean, there's a lot of people out there suffering right now, and it's hard to say that we're here camping and stuff like that. We're trying to wrap up one good hurrah for the year, and we're finding out that there's some pretty bad fires, not in our direct area, but you know, a little ways out, and it's pushing the smoke over to us, so not cool. Alrighty, so now we ended up taking off. We did a little trip. Took a nice little, really rough road, but tight road. We all kind of got up into 4 vehicles and we're doing a little trip out here. And again, smoke is, it's kind of killing the adventure when it comes to the views. But it's a nice little homestead right here. Old building right here, and another one over here that kind of fell. And then there's a horse corral and something out that way, you know, for cattle or something like that. They're raising it all, but it's kind of neat to see, you know, the area. There's definitely signs that people are coming up here to go hunting or something maybe. There's a target way out there looking about 300-400 yards. And yeah, there's another structure right up over there. But nice little place. It's kind of interesting to see what this, you know, imagine people used to come out here and live. And well, the ground's not easy for digging, so what they did for rainwater collection or something like that, I don't know, boy, it's something else. You know, nowadays we get, you want those big 55-gallon drums, or people get 1,500-gallon, those black drums, you know, and connected to their gutter system. And to think that people lived out here and, you know, their wood shake roof and such like that, and you're out here just trying to do whatever you can, collecting water however you collected it. And you hunted and gathered whatever you could find. But yeah, it's kind of neat. It is kind of neat history. It's amazing how used to other things we get to now, you know, where people lived like this before, and now we're, whether it's internet service or you got to have a special backpack or certain ways to carry water and all that. It's just, it's nuts. Yeah, so this is an old wagon here. I wanted to come up to check on it. This here is an old wagon, maybe for you know, whether for supplies, maybe to take, you know, a head of cattle or some, you know, if they had goats or pigs or something they're raising up here. There's lots of cans and such laying around here. You got good traditional, like these are old tin cans. You can tell by how the openings look. Yeah, pretty neat, pretty neat. But nice old wagon right here. Of course, there's going to be no tires because they didn't have tires when they did all this stuff. It was going to be, more or less, it's just going to be wood wheels, wagon wheels. So this was an area that's probably a corral where they might have just been raising cattle. There's a lot of cattle in this area. It kind of has a small little pen area, and then there's some shaked roof right here that has fallen, as well as right here. So they might have actually had them all kind of penned up right here to get them ready for process. There's a lot of old barbed wire down in these trees here, and there's some other stuff down here. So it's kind of cool to see this history. It's kind of neat. Again, I have to reiterate, this is how people lived, how tough. I'm not talking like physically, like, you know, strong, you know, like you see nowadays, you know, the big Robert Obersts and other people in the world, but how tough, how strong people had to be to endure an environment. I mean, it's smoky right here. This couldn't be the first time that there would have been a fire in this area, but it's 10:30 in the morning right now, and it's got to be, yeah, it's approaching 85 degrees, and it gets really hot out here, and they lived like this and had to do this kind of stuff, make do with what you had. And it's super cool. It's really impressive. It's humbling to see some of this stuff. It's super neat. So the looks of this place, it looks like it was a bunkhouse. There's bunk bed areas set up here, and there's actually bed areas set up in here. So this might have just been a, you know, for cattle coming in to claim some cattle. They come up here seasonally and get them, round them all up, do some branding, and then pack them all up and get them out. But yeah, this little shack here is actually would have been for like the bunk guys, to the cowboys or something like that, to get everybody round up. Really, again, right here, this is all sleeping area all along in here, as well as all back in there. Struggling with the camera, guys. I'm running solo again here, so look at this visibility. There's a Nissan Xterra up in front of me about 50 feet, and you can't tell. He's got his headlights on, his regular tail lights and all, but you can't see through it. And I'm only going 15 miles an hour, but visibility is so horrible. Look at that. every now and then it breaks up, but yeah, you get to where you can't even see the road. It's rough. But the guys up in front of me like it because I did those Baja design lights, those amber colors. All these guys say that they can see the lights, but they can't see me going through that. So it was really good. But this is crazy. Hey gang, well, we made it off the trail. We are on gravel road now, and we all kind of split off and went our own separate ways. So a big shout out to everybody. I'm not sure how this video is going to record, but a big shout out to Mike, Camper Mike, and Casey and Greg and Wendell and Kathy and Shannon and Travis and Don and Keith. And hold on, who'd I miss? Who'd I miss? Uh-oh, I don't want to miss you. Hold on. And Mike, Brutus Mike. That's it, Brutus Mike. We got Camper Mike and Brutus Mike. Guys, thank you very much for hosting, helping me through all of this, and it was great to help you all out. Mike, don't feel bad about the big camper. You guys, Mike has such an awesome camper. I never had a chance to do a walk around video, but he's got an awesome looking F-150 four-door. He's got this cool camper. It's kind of like one of them four-wheel pop-up campers. Ah, what a cool rig, but it's a big rig on some of those tight trails that you guys see in this video and something else. But we're on gravel road, and Greg's out in front of me about a quarter to maybe a half a mile, and it's just still dust. It is so dry out here. We're 86 degrees right now, but dry, arid, cloudy. The fires aren't looking good. Everybody's trying to get back home. Greg and I are going to stay in town overnight because we don't want to try to fight the traffic because some of the highways were shut down. So we're going to try to take off on a Monday morning and see how that works. But everybody else, everything was working really good. I thank you all for the video, watching the video. Hopefully it worked out okay. Hopefully I got some good video on old Trip driving some of the areas, the hills and stuff like that. It was quite an experience. I learned too, real quick, Greg actually had rear lockers on his Toyota Tacoma. So myself and Keith, the only two Nissan guys, neither one of us had lockers on our Nissans. It was awesome to have this trip go the way it did because of the fact that I never did such extreme off-roading, and this was really cool. That's why I built Trip. I didn't build it to be a rock climber and all this. I'm not fording, you know, 5 feet of water and stuff like that. But this was a phenomenal trip, and I don't see me really doing anything more extreme than what we did there. So awesome, awesome. It was great. My high-vis ladders, they worked out really good. The new additions to the truck with the fuel and everything worked out great. Washboard road like this, everything is solid, no problems for folks that might be wanting to know. The suspension's working out good, tires were great. Those end fabs saved my butt because there was a couple of areas with some heavy rock, and I hit one big rock I didn't see because visibility was, I couldn't even see past my hood, and I was doing 5 miles an hour, and I didn't see this nice little boulder, and it pushed me over, and Greg said my back end just jumped 2 feet. And I've got something new in the back of the truck. I didn't do a video yet on it. It's a drawer system. I built it. So I'm gonna do a video on that later on, but I got that back there and everything's been looking good. So yeah, really cool. Again, everybody, thank you very much for all this. I'm gonna get back to driving because I gotta make sure I don't lose anybody. And remember, like, share, subscribe. All the good stuff will keep me from the bottom of the YouTube bucket. Thank you for all the support. You guys take it easy. Have a good one.